So next unit 4, topic which have been seen unit 4 is initiations. So what is my initiation process? The initiation process is nothing but, first of all, what is meant by initiations? This is a bonding process. So from where we have been using bonding process from the waste materials. For example, we have day by days we have been used many materials in our house, so which can be dumped in an box and it have been outlet and then disposed by the waste materials in the garbage systems. In the garbage systems, the garbage it should be dumped from this other sites. For example, the other outermost areas. So in that systems, the process would be the control of burning the solids, liquids, and gases and combustible gases to the gases and residues containing non-combustible materials. So this is called the initiation process. The burning system of any waste materials or any other systems is called initiation process. So this is the definition of the initiations. And the one more process is the burning of solid, liquid, and gaseous combustible waste to gaseous and residue containing systems and non-combustible materials. This is called the initiation process. So in this, any facility is used to do wholly or in a part of the controlled combustions of municipal waste and then other waste. So this is called the waste materials are treated as incinerators, plants. So through the controlled applications that convert the waste feed by the high temperature oxidations, it harm the gaseous materials. So during the combustion process, the moisture is vaporized, while the combustible waste is also vaporized and oxidized. This is a process of initiation. In this process of initiation, the final products are CO2, water vapors, and ash and non-combustible or reduced materials. So the objectives of thermal treatments is nothing but the volume reductions. It should be reduced as 90% MSW and should be reduced as 70% of weight. And the lifespan of landfill could be longer. Then the waste stabilizations, the outputs from the initiations or ash and then flow gas and then combustible residues. The output generally inert and more stable when landfills. So these are the waste stabilization processes. The waste to energy conversions and to reduce the usage of oils and then fuels. It should be the conversion of the natural resources are also. Then the sanitizations of waste which should be used in this initiation process is high temperatures. The initiation temperature should be used in the system is high temperatures for 800 to 1100 degrees Celsius. This is the high temperature sanitations of waste process. Then the outlet is nothing but the 210 to 230 degrees Celsius in the sanitations of waste. It should be the kill all the pathogens and an importance in the clinical hospital waste. Then the categories of initiatives would be the three categories: mass burnings, sectored burnings, and source separated materials. So these are the categories of initiations. The initiation process would be the four types. Also the initiators. This is the categories and this is the processes. This is the categories is nothing but three mass burning, sectored burning, and source separators. So this is belongs from different from the four types. The multiple chambers incinerators and the non-heat utilization incinerators and fluidized bed incinerators and then rotary kiln combustors. In the multiple chamber incinerators, the simplest incinerators and then combustion process in two stages. The combustions in the ignition chambers, the gaseous phase combustions in the secondary combustion chambers, and the other one is the so waste of clinical waste initiations and the process of flow diagram. So in this flow chart, the diagram, the overall initiation process should be the taken into account. In this system, the line storage is there, and then heat changer is there, and the secondary burner is there, and then cooling of tower is there, and then stack outlets is there. The first one is the primary burner. In this primary burner, the so under fire ash supply should be used, and then ash residues. The second one is the secondary burners. So first the primary burners and then secondary burners. Secondary burners which can be used for the fuel oil supplies and then burner air supplies and then heat exchangers and then bypass stacks and then line storage systems which can be used in these devices and then cooling tower is there and then rotary contactor is there and then cyclone separators and then sixth the cyclone separators and it can be separated after this cyclone separators it will be went through fabric filters. After fabric filters the effluent scrubbers also it can be used and then effluent scrubbers there should be the fabric filters. After fabric filters, there should be a stack outlet. In this stack outlet, the cooling of compressed air supplies and then cooling waste supplies. This should be used for your water supply. In that water supply tanks, the water should be supplying throughout the tank using the cooling towers and should be supplied from the air compressions and then supply of gas. So this is called the effluent scrubber setups and then the mist eliminator system. So finally the liquid effluent to the pit and then the settling tank should be converted and then the caustic systems also should be converted. The fuel oil supplies also the used in the under fire air supplies and then ash residue should be also used in this heat exchanger process that should be used in that stack plumb and then stack outlet and then cooling towers. In this regard, the secondary burners also can be used and then heat exchanger also should be used. Next one is nothing but the water supply tank. So what is meant by the water supply tank and then non-heat utilizations of insulators. In this non-heat utilizations of insulators, it should be used the similars with multiple chambers. In the insulator, except the waste to the energy process is not included. In this accommodate, it should be accommodate up to 1,000 tons per day. So per day, there it should be used in 1,000 tons. Then the capacity of storage pit is 16 to 36 hours to refuse the intake systems of the furnaces. And it should be the furnaces used to vertical, circular, and then multi-cell rectangular or rotary. So this is the initiation plant with pollution control systems. It should be used for the turbine systems and then power plant and then electricities and then the boiler systems is can be used and then scrubber also used and one is a filter can be used and the stacks that means stack plumb this is also can be used and then the ash collections and then shipped to the landfills and then furnace systems and then crane systems and then heat systems. So these are the different kinds of waste storage pits which can be used in the incineration plant with pollution control system. The fluidized bed initiators is used in a vertical furnace as alternate designs. It should be developed and commonly used in Japan. This combustion chamber contains a fluidized beds, and then the advantages of the system is less mechanical problems, which can be used in the bed initiated problems. The FBA has a maximum capacity of 350 tons per day, and it should be the more efficient in burning and flue gases of volumes in smaller size. And the startup time is much smaller than 5 minutes. So this is a schematic diagrams. It should be used for the commas. That means many systems, installations with scrubbers and then fabric filters and the baghouses and chemical control devices for oxides of nitrogens, and it should be provide a commerce refuge electricity, and then examples for the energy authorities. That's many devices which can be used.